I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at villageXchange@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in a Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 here and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. A child shall lead them.
To buy our merch. Oh, the door's open.
Yes, dear
Buy our
listener.
merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Shout out to the big homie Archetto, who just concluded his March Madness thingamajiggy. I think they raised $180, which meant that they raised, what's 180 times 2?
Well, 150 would be 300.
That's 300. They raised almost $400. And we also had a villager who was in trouble relative to their rent situation, and I'm pretty sure we got that cleared 100% between all you beautiful people that participated in March Madness, our patrons, and a mystery villager who heard about the situation as well. So thank you guys so much. Shout out to Brombit for winning the whole deal. Thank you guys so much for participating in the March Madness and helping out a villager. We really appreciate it. You know, when we say we love our community, from time to time we try to, we demonstrate that in tangible ways, and so it's really cool. But a big moment should go to Archero.
For sure, to Archero.
To Archero for being that type of person. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate you, and God's proud of you. Okay. We got another song, Later Luminous Night.
All right, this is the next one.
Diablo Swing Orchestra of calibre-Diablo.
Yes.
So that's that's interesting.
Here, you can read this as well.
Employing a mix of metal, classical, opera, swing jazz, electronica, mariachi, music, and more, Sweden's Diablo Swing Orchestra defies genre categorization, though many just label them avant-garde metal and call it a day. Their guitarist has described their sounds as riot opera. The song of calibre won our free-for-all poll and was selected by Brombit again.
Brombit, looks like
Brombit in the house.
You got the hookup. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what this song is
Controller of Minds in the house. Oh my goodness, we got all the people here. All we need is negative vibes. It's a wrap. All right, here we go. We got a Swedish.
There's Brombit. It is Brombit. You are the one that's always pointing out my spelling mistakes. Listen.
Is this the one you were talking about?
Yeah, I need Archero. I need you to get in touch with Brombit and give her the secret email so she can message me when she sees mistakes. Because you always put it in the comment section and I don't always see it. I'd rather just see them straight up. So Archero, get with Archero and he'll give you the secret email.
Oh boy.
That's only given to people that buy streams, but you'll have it.
All right, you beautiful
for
people.
Your great eye.
Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Here we go. Of calibre is the song.
Do it.
Let's do that shit. That's terrifying. Get me the lyrics part by part. That was a very. I thought to myself, this is gonna be either this is either gonna be a really trash song or a song I'm gonna
opera.
say Riot Opera.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Their guitarist has described their sound as Riot Opera.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah,
the riff it's interesting. Like the riffage was not very complex. They were dun 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 dun. They definitely like had a sideshow, almost circusy type feel.
It absolutely did.
It definitely was like a spectacle.
Yeah.
And this is a band like...
That's a good word for it.
This is a band I'd like to see live just because I think it would be crazy. Like, do they do this in all their songs? I mean, I'm assuming they would.
Right.
Shout out to Elle. She's going to bed.
I'm assuming... Bye. I'm assuming that if you saw them live, that she probably does a lot of, like, because her voice is theatrical, so you would assume that her movements would be, maybe the set would be as well.
Yeah, this was really...
I'm gonna see if they even have live videos available. Obviously, we're not gonna watch them. I'm just curious.
Yeah, this is it's definitely interesting. Okay, what did you think the lyrics were about? They measure him by his bloodshot eyes. They measure him by his thick disguise. Those nights of doubt and loneliness inside the thoughts never rest.
They do have a live video.
Just click on it and put it on mute just so I could see what they look like.
Okay, good. I was hoping that we could do that.
Who is this band? Where's this band from?
I said obviously we're not going to, but...
They're a Russian band? Yeah, there's a guy with his horn. Where are they from?
Not what I pictured them to look like.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. They were live in Moscow.
It's there on stage.
Yeah, I just have pictured her not in this outfit.
Yeah, she's definitely...
I pictured her basically, you know, like what my character wears on Fortnite?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to see something
Cradle
like that.
of Filth.
I think that's a cool looking striped
They're
skirt.
They're a Swedish band. Okay, they were playing in Moscow. This must have been before all the jihad happened. What year is that?
Oh, hold on.
That must have been...
2015.
Yeah. Before all the jihad.
madness.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought it was somebody that was... At first, I thought it was somebody that just, like an alcoholic. They measure him by his bloodshot eyes.
It looks to me, yeah, this
by
is a guy,
he's
I think he's a musician. He has a dream of being a musician. He's an artist, and he's being judged because he's not, like, conforming to, like, what a dude is supposed to do in, you know, normal society. So it looks like it might be biographical. They measure him by his bloodshot eyes. They measure him by his thick disguise. Those nights of doubt and loneliness inside the thoughts never rest. The jest, the pomp, and the circumstance won't fill the void nor soothe his sense. He wears his secret like a cope. Truth makes it harder to cope. By the most enlightened manner, I'll have your mind in the grip of my hand. You despise what's on your platter. Wish for a change. Dreams will have bound you. Make peace with all you ever knew. Make peace with all you ever do. Make peace with it all. I won't let you fall. So it looks to me like it's about, like, stop with your dreams and just make peace with your bland life.
Oh.
Like,
Well, I did seem to think that dreams were not necessarily a positive thing.
Well, they are. I think they are a positive
Wish
thing.
for a change. Dreams will have you bound. In the song.
Yeah.
In the universe of the song, I meant.
No, I do. I think the person saying that to him is being portrayed as a bad guy, I think is the point. Like, he's hearing these people that are telling him that, you know, you should be satisfied with your... Because, look, it says right there, like, you despise what's on your platter.
Yeah.
Wish for a change. Dream will have bound you. So, like, what they're saying to him is, like, just be happy with what, like you said, like, just be happy with what you have and settle for what you have. Stop dreaming. That's going to, like, screw you up. Like, you know, stop with the alcohol. Yeah, get up and cut your hair and take a shower and go out there and wear a suit and go to work. You know, like, be a 9-to-5er is what it looks like to me.
Oh.
Nail down hope and with fingers crossed, pick up the dreams that were nearly lost. Raise for home in trusting arms, the antic has forsaken the farce. When they shake him awake again, see?
Yeah.
So, like, pick up the dreams that were nearly lost. So, like, he's still fighting to hold on to his dream, right?
Yeah.
And then the next line is, they shake him awake. Well, if you wake up, you're no longer dreaming.
Yeah.
Torn from the calm by a judging hand. The daylight's hard when the mind is not free. The circle starts over again. Ooh. By the most enlightened matter, I have your mind in the grip of my hand. All he's done is try to bury, fleeing so far from the judge and the jury. Yeah. So it just looks like this person is, like, fighting to maintain their dream, and there are forces that are telling him to not have that dream because that doesn't work in the real world. Wake up, take a shower, cut your hair, and go to work. Basically, is the idea. I think
maybe he's talking about an artist and how people view an artist.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh, you said the artist?
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
my gosh, I still had the alcoholic or somebody that just like that is kind of beaten down.
Well,
And they
I
just
mean,
have
he's
dreams,
got,
but
he's
they're not
got,
going
he's
anywhere
well,
necessarily.
well, yeah, that's the point. Is like he's an. I'm assuming he's an artist, a musician. Probably that's
Yeah.
why I said like it's probably autobiographic. It's probably what people were telling people in this band, which everybody who's doing
Yeah, sorry,
something.
I missed that. I agree.
No,
I
it's
agree
all
with
it's
you.
all
I
good.
agree with you.
Everybody's doing something. They always tell you like go out and get a real job, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
when we were at the DMV and the person said that he wanted to be a YouTuber, and what did their aunt say? Like she was standing like right behind you or something like that.
Yeah, she was
And the girl
started
said-
laughing and mocking the situation. She was actually I'm pretty sure it was Johan that she had said to, because Johan was saying that I was talking to him, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he had said he wanted to be a YouTuber. I'm pretty
YouTuber.
sure it was Johan. And then the lady started laughing because she thought it was so outrageous. Well, she didn't know. Well, at that point, we weren't even saying anything about our YouTube channel publicly.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like in one of these situations. Was it him or was it the woman's daughter?
Just-
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's just-
Anyway, the point was she thought it was laughable that somebody could even make money off a YouTube channel. Impossible even, is what it looked like.
Yeah. And like
But he was sitting beside us, and we obviously at that point had a successful a successful YouTube channel in so much that you were able to quit your job,
Yeah.
and we just did this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but yeah, she didn't think that was.
but
But that's the idea. People do stuff in the arts that sometimes gets looked at as
yeah, like
you can't make a living off that.
it's like our kids, like we've got one child that's like writing full-length books,
Mm-hmm.
and once we get a certain thing, it's like I'm going full bore into getting her an agent, getting
Yeah.
her a
Yeah.
publisher and all that.
I think you should tell her that.
Being successful in YouTube is possible. Like we also know people from Maine. Like it's crazy. Like me and you and Jess and Drewby are like literally the only people in the entire state that have a channel over 100,000 subs. So Maine is not a very big state, but that's like millions of people. We're like at the 0.00000. Like
That's crazy.
somebody
Yeah.
because I posted about Jess. Somebody posted, they were like, "Yo, I didn't even know you guys were from Maine." So like they were watching the channel, but they didn't know where they were from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like
Yep.
it's possible. It's possible, and like honestly, from the channel.
Yeah.
There are so many different directions we could have gone. I mean, we channeled some of the capital into creating Fuji Beer, our baby formula company, which is doing very well on Amazon, by the way. You should check us out. We should check
Links
us
in the
out.
description.
Just go to Amazon.com, type Fuji in there. I wish I had a can to show, but we're
I
actually
opened it. To feed
actually
the baby.
feeding our baby because you're transitioning off of nursing.
Yeah.
As if we had that entire previous song about being a mom and never mentioned Fuji Beer.
I know, it just
That's
felt
hilarious.
like I thought of it, but it felt like
Oh, I would
to
have
advertise.
exploited the hell
I
out of
know,
that
I
shit.
know, but it was
I'd have exploited
it
the hell
just-
out of that shit.
you know too much of my aunt. I should have been more in my head. I guess.
Yeah, so like being successful at YouTube is very difficult, and not a lot of people can do it. There is a way to do it and be successful for sure, but it's extremely difficult.
Yeah, it is.
so-
We did a lot of late nights, and I think our relationship got a little rocky some of the times because
There
of
was
the
definitely
channel.
a strain on
for
there's
sure.
there's a lot of strain.
For sure.
Especially in year one, like when
Yeah.
shit really started picking
Yeah.
up. Yeah, it caused some serious problems between me and you. The other thing about YouTube too is that like if you do it with two people,
Oh,
If
honestly,
you-
that's the way to do it.
if you-
I couldn't.
no.
I literally couldn't do it without.
like if you do it like there's a group and it's two of them. But then when you do the math, they have to split everything 50-50 because they're not together. They're friends.
Yeah,
They're boys. They're not together. Whereas me and you are together. So all of our money goes to ourselves basically. And so like that's the other side of it. So like if you make like let's say $100,000 a year as a YouTuber, that's $50,000 after taxes. Like that's not a lot of money. See what I'm saying? So there's a couple advantages that we have.
Yeah, for sure.
But the point is there's a lot of
We've got our kids editing, so we pay them, so the money's still.
there's a lot of things where like in the gaming space, that's another one. Like if I was a kid, I would have absolutely like been a game Twitch type, and I'd have had a decent sub count. Like, I know that about myself, but
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
it's a very hard bet. Like, we're not in that situation with our kids, because when you have multiple businesses, you get different resources to where you can provide us, a safety net for your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, if X or Y, Z thing doesn't work out, they're going to be okay. And my thing is, whatever your passion is as a kid, you're going to work at it. Like, our daughter is spending so much time. I mean, she's literally writing full-length books, like 40, 50,000, whatever the mathematics
She's already
is.
done multiple ones.
And she works really, really
She
hard
works
at
on
it.
artwork. I'm constantly seeing her, like, I'm like, what are you doing on that iPad, honey? Writing her script. Very few times do I see her with her iPad and she's, playing games. Most of the time she's writing.
That's why we got it for her. We got one for her birthday.
Yeah.
Because her other iPad was flipping out on her when she wanted to read. I mean, wanted to write. So we can encourage that dream and not squash it, because we know that no matter what happens, she's going to be okay. We know she's working hard. She's not a trust fund baby. She's working her ass off on writing. And yeah, because we're her parents, how many, 16-year-old authors have an agent and a publisher. So you get certain perks because we're her parents, but the actual essence of the work, she did it herself.
100%.
But a lot of that has to do with our mentality on education, our understanding of how education works, and things like that. So if I look at the quote average parent, and I hate saying that, or the conventional parent, they don't have those kinds of resources to where it's like, oh, my kid can pursue being a basketball star, and if it doesn't work, that's okay. There's still a comfortable nest egg for him to land on. Like, they're not thinking that way. They're thinking, look, man, Social Security is going to be out for us. We're going to be check to check till we die. Thank you, America. Yeah. And so this little pipe dream you have ain't going to work. So I understand why parents would just actively work to destroy the dreams of their kids, because 90% of the time they're right.
That's what I was going to say.
You see what I'm saying? Like, 90% of the time they're right, and they don't have the resources to catch you.
Exactly.
So it's just one of those
yeah.
terrible situations. Yeah, she loves writing in general, and she loves a story, and she loves a challenge, and every time she watches a movie, she analyzes arcs and developments and things like that. She's getting very technical with it now.
She's asking for more courses now.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
And again, and that's something she does year round. Some of this is like philosophy of education stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, I could assign her a literature project.
It's so crazy because I did. Matter of fact, we got some chemistry sets. Like, I was like, I'm never going to go out and buy all this stuff for chemistry. So I had, like, it's called Mel Labs, and they send you everything you need in the friggin' box. But they also see, like, a breakdown of how, like, the whatever experiment is that you're doing, how it breaks down and all the big words and what it means and what it communicates. And like, that was one of my teaching fails. Was I had actually told Zoe, because she didn't want to do the chemistry. So I said, okay, then you write the reports on what we're doing.
Yeah.
And everybody hated those chemistry lessons. I should have just given them the chemistry sets and fucking said, go to town. They would have just run through all kinds of chemistry sets, but I made it too rigid.
But that's...
And I sucked the life out of the learning. And that's the big, that was a lesson. That was a hard lesson I had to learn at the beginning was, making it too rigid, because that was how I was used to being taught. I came up in private schools and homeschooling and a lot under all that. So I thought, it had to be a certain way. But now we've opened it up. So now the learning is a lot more, it's broader and it's exciting because we have up-to-date information for science. But anyway, that's, I'm getting off on a tangent.
Solid 9 for me.
Yeah. Really, that Riot opera, I agree with him. It had a sort of different, it was like opera, but it was a little heavier. I guess I could do that. I guess I am kind of at a 9. Yeah, I sometimes I go between 8.9 and a 9.
Solid
but I did
9.
think it was good.
Solid 9.
I think I ended up lowering my number a little bit because I expected them to be in costume on stage.
Well,
but I shouldn't do that. I'll leave it at a 9. 9.
No disrespect, control of minds, but that means that the psychological operatives in the United States that organized this situation have been successful. So congrats to the American Psychops community. You guys have knocked it out of the park for show. Well done. All right, guys,
We'll be right back. I don't know what's going on.
We got one more song left, dear listener. One more song, and then we shall return. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone. We shall return.